Happy hump day. I've been thinking a little bit today and just figured I would share. I'm past my 6 months now of sobriety, which is really, really important to me. Um, Pretty damn proud of myself, as a matter of fact. I still struggle every once in a while. As most of you know, I'm not just dealing with my alcoholism here. I'm dealing with a divorce, and I'm dealing with child custody, and the stresses of that, the finances of that, the difficulties of that, and that got me to thinking about society at large and what's different today than it was 20 years ago, 30 years ago. And I think I put my finger on the biggest difference. 20, 30 years ago, I think the biggest difference is that when you had a job, you had loyalty to that company because that company had loyalty to you. When you bought a washing machine, you had loyalty to a company because back then, companies were proud of the longevity of their devices and their products. And, you could fix them if they did break down, and they would actually warranty them. I think that's the biggest mind shift in today's society is we are no longer in a longevity and if it's not working the way it's supposed to, fix it society. We are in a replace it society. Your TV breaks. You don't take it to a shop to get it looked at, get it repaired. You throw it away. You get a new one. Your phone breaks. You throw it away. You get a new one. Your washing machine breaks. You throw it away. You get a new one. And all of this throwing away and all of this replacing instead of repairing means that companies at large don't care about the quality of their products so much as how fast it's okay for them to break so that they can make money on you buying a new one. So we've gone from fixing problems to throwing them away and hoping that the next one is better. It doesn't have the same problem. There's nothing out there that doesn't have its problems. So I'm still stuck in we need to work on it, we need to fix it. And if you can't fix it, is there anything in that TV, that dishwasher, that washing machine that can be used for something else? Reuse it before you just throw it away. So, of course, loyalty has gone away. Brand loyalty. It's not what it used to be. You used to be loyal to a brand because of how well something was made and how well it was backed and whether or not they would fix it if it broke. Now it's more, how expensive is it? Ooh, that iPhone is $1,500 where, that Google phone is only $600. So if you're running a Google phone, obviously you're not, keeping up with the Joneses. And that's a shame. It really is. And I think that has unfortunately filtered down to a lot of things. People aren't loyal to companies anymore. They're not loyal to jobs because those companies aren't loyal to their employees. They're not loyal to their own products. They're only beholden to shareholders whose only care is whether or not they make more money. And what's the best way to make money? Sell more. What's the best way to sell more? Have something break. Don't fix it, replace it. So loyalty has taken a hit. think even the idea of repair has taken a hit, fixing things that are not working. And I think that's permeated to not just products, but to people. You know, you get into an argument with somebody, it's easier just to walk away from them. Find somebody that agrees with you, right? Because why actually have a conversation? Why work through the problems when you can just find somebody that's going to echo your own feelings? Put you in that, echo chamber. So all you hear is, oh yeah, you're right. You're 100% right. It's not worth fixing it. It's not worth working on it. When it comes to, relationships, it goes to everything in our life anymore. And I think that's a shame. And I think that might be adding to, how much alcoholism there is in today's society. People that don't even realize that they're alcoholics. Like, I didn't realize it. Because you're missing that core something. And that core something is belief. Belief in yourself. Belief in those around you. But if everybody is faster to throw things away than to work on things, you start believing a little less. And sometimes those emotions will get to you. And, for me at least, I used alcohol to hide my emotions, hide myself from my own emotions. And I know it's not healthy, and I know it's not good. And, they call it self-medicating or whatever. But those feelings of worthlessness, because it's how you're treated by people at large, companies, the people you work for, the people you are with, and how long can somebody go on surviving feeling that way? So it takes a massive shift in thinking, a massive shift in belief to get past that. And one of the major things about my journey is I've made these, not all of them obviously, but I've made some major shifts in my thinking. I've always been a repair before replace kind of guy, but I got that feeling of worthlessness a lot, and I hid from that. I ran scared from it. I don't run from it anymore. I take a minute and I think about it, and I ask myself, well, why is it that I'm feeling so worthless today? And if it's somebody else that's making me feel worthless, well, maybe that's something that I need to work on in me first, and maybe even bring up to them. Fix the problem instead of throwing it away. But it does have to start with me, and I'm working on that, and I'm getting better at it. Taking compliments was something I was never able to do until I got sober. It was all rooted in that worthless feeling. You feel like if somebody compliments you, then, well, how true is it? Are they just saying that? I mean, they must be, right? Because you have all these feelings of not being worthy, of not being good enough. So those compliments feel fake, when in reality they're not. Today I was complimented by a guy that I worked with for, I don't know, a couple of weeks. And he's leaving the job, and he made it a point to come over and say thank you to me and to compliment me on my work. And that tingling you get, when you're about to cry a little bit. I mean, I'm not ashamed to admit, I was starting to get that little tingle, because it meant a lot. And it meant a lot to me that I was able to accept it. So, yeah, that's my thought for the day. I know I haven't been in here doing a whole lot, but things have been a little crazy for me, and it's taken me a while to process my emotions and work through them, and I'm getting better at it. So, thanks everyone.